Edo State Government Asset Recovery Committee Chairman Kelly Okunbowa, wey dem dey call Ebostone, don tok say some vehicles wey belong to Edo Line, the government transport company wey no dey work again, don dey recovered. The vehicles wey dem allegedly sell illegally dem discover am for Uwelu spare parts market for Benin City. Secretary of the Asset Recovery Committee con list the names of officials from the previous administration wey still dey hold government vehicles.
I'm going to read out the names of those people who are still with government vehicle. The number one on the list here is one Mr. John Inegbedio. Then the number two is Festus Osaibovo. Number three, Crusoe Osaigi. 2 Hilos, Pajero, and a Corolla. Inegbedio has about 5 cars in his possession. A Hilos, 3 Pajero, and 1 bus. The Festus Osaibovo has 3 cars. Former Legion officer has 3 cars in his possession, brand new Hiloses. Then we have Crusoe Osaigi, 2 Hilos, a Pajero, and 1 Corolla. Then Gabriel Baseki has 2 Prado Jeep, 1 Hilos, and a government bus, 14-seaters. We have 1 Honorable Eri Dogu, former procurement officer, a notorious man who has over 11 cars in his possession, 11 good cars. He has 6 switched off his 2 phone numbers, 6 we contacted him. And we have 1 Isoke Omo. Isoke Omo has about 5 cars in our possession, 3 Hiloses, brand new 1 Pajero, and a 40-seater bus. Then we have 1 Inahoro Ojefo, former commissioner of energy and mining, who has about 2 brand new Hilos in his possession and a Pajero, brand new 1. Then we have the almighty Asue Ighodalo here, the Seth Ighodalo indeed, the PDP gubernatorial candidate of the just concluded election. He has over 21 cars in his possession. 21 cars. We have the videos of those cars. He was using during the campaign. Immediately after he was defeated, he transported those cars to Lagos. Then we have another Chief Tomuloko here, who has about he has about 2 cars in his possession, a Toyota Camry and Tokubo Saloon. Then a Toyota Land Cruiser Jeep. He has all these 4 cars in his possession. Then we have another Dr. Joan Osa Oviawe, a Toyota Hilos, Pajero, and a Kia vehicle. Commissioner for Education. Okay, that's very good. He's highly educated indeed. And we have 1 Mrs. Okinebo Diary. Mrs. Okinebo Diary has up to about 4 cars in her possession. And we have another Honorable Osaibovo Iyoha.
That's the former chief of staff.
The notorious chief of staff, who we are also looking for a murder. You know, he's involved in a murder case of one of our police officers. May so rest in perfect peace. He has about 7 vehicles in his possession. I think they recovered
2 already.
Just 2 already, so remaining 5. Then we have another Mr. Water Obaseki. The Obaseki family did great people.
That's the former PA to...
The former PA to Osaibovo, who has about 4 cars in his custody. Can imagine a PA to Chief of Staff. Now, we have another Pedro Obaseki. I think we all know the Pedro guy who like making noise in the media. He has up to about 3 vehicles in his custody. 1 Hilos, brand new 1, a Pajero Jeep, and a Land Cruiser. The Pedro Obaseki, you all know, the media guys. Then we have another Mr. Paul Ahilome. This is the PA
to the
former chief of staff, who is in possession of government vehicle numbering about 4. 2 Hilos, 1 40-seater bus, and 1 Pajero. Then The number 16 here is Miss Stephanie Wosu. Miss Stephanie Wosu has up to about 4 vehicles in her possession. Miss 2 brand new Hilos, a Pajero Jeep, and a brand new Toyota Corolla 2015 model. Then we have one Austin V boot. Austin V boot has Edo State government cards in his possession, normally about 4. 2 brand new Hiloses, 1 Pajero Jeep, and a Toyota Land Cruiser.
Chairman of the Asset Recovery Committee, Ebostone, come here and say the vehicles no be personal property as na Edo people get them, and say make the people wey dem mention for the matter return the vehicles. A constituent say they won't beg especially the PDP candidates barrister Asue Ighodalo and a running mate Osarodion Oge. Say e no good make we advise them as leaders for the state, say make them do the right thing by returning the vehicles. And say some of the vehicles dey Lagos, Abuja and Abeokuta. And say the committee no dey winch hunt anybody but dem dey do their work according to the law. Sake of this, dem dey advise say make them return the vehicles within 72 hours.
We want to use this medium to appeal to those people that their name have been mentioned to please return those vehicles back to the authority, because this vehicle in question is not my property, it's not my vehicle, it's the property of the state government and for the Edo people. And we want to appeal to them, especially the candidate of the PDP, barrister Asue Ighodalo and his running mate. And it is good for us to also advise them as a father, as a leader in the state, that they should do the right thing by returning those vehicles. Those vehicles belong to the government. And it may interest you to know that those vehicles that we have recovered, the governor have directed that we should allocate those vehicles back to the agencies that owns the vehicle, and we have done that. And this morning, last 2 weeks, Mr. Governor went to Edo line, and I remember during the time of his electoral campaign that he did said that he's going to revamp Edo line, and he has kept to his promise by visiting Edo line. And when we got there was no vehicle, and we got some information that most of those vehicles were taken from Edo line. They sold it out. And this morning we got information and we went to a place called Uwelo Spare Parts. We were able to discover about 12 vehicles there. 6 are movable, 6 are not movable. We have the video here. We'll send it to the journalists so that they can also help us to hear the video. So while we are appealing, the government will also take a decision on its own. But we are doing it because in anything that you are doing in life, you have to wear a human face. We are not here to wish on anybody. We are not here to do anything evil to anybody. We are only doing our job the way we're supposed to do according to the law. We are appealing to them. It's not that we don't know where those vehicles, they kept some of them. They took some to Lagos. We have tracked Abuja, Abeokuta. We have tracked most of those vehicles. But we want to follow the due process. That is why we are addressing the press again to send a message to them that we are giving them another 72 hours for them to do the needful. If they fail to do it, then we will not know what to do.
From Benin City, na Victoria Obude giving her this story for GTV Nigeria.